Hey, my Capricorn babies, what's happening? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I hope everybody had a good new year. Hope you brought it in the right way. All that good shit. This is going to be Capricorn 2021. This is going to be your yearly reading for me. What have I seen thus far? The Tower. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And I don't do reversals, but I know some people don't get it. I can just read the energy. Let's get the board. Let's hit the cards down on the board. We're going to do 6 months at a time. So you got the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. Up. Oh, yeah, y'all arguing. What the hell? Hold on. Wait a minute. Page of Swords is going to be your challenge for the year. So this is going to just be the overarching thing that you're going to pay attention to. Some of you may have some health issues. You may have to get nothing, okay, for everybody start tripping. Oh my God, no, not that serious. But you may have some minor things that you want to get looked at or checked out. I know with the pandemic that is not going to be the easiest thing. Not going to be the easiest thing. Oh, y'all got a new beginning coming. Looks like in March. The High Priestess. Yeah, some of y'all are ignoring what your intuition is telling you. That's how crazy I am. I got this deck over here sitting next to my cranberry juice. I got tea over here. Work it out. Work it out. Work it out. So you're pulling the 6 of Pentacles on top of the 9 of Swords for the front end of your overall energy. And you are pulling the 10 of Wands on top of the 10 of Pentacles. There's something in your life that's ending. And it doesn't feel like you are... it doesn't feel like you were trying to recognize this. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here the hell we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, so there's a couple things that I see right off the bat. Number one, y'all are holding in a lot of shit. There's some shit, I don't know who I'm talking to hell. There's some shit going on in your life, and you got this bundle on your back, and you don't know what to do with it. When you don't let your emotion out, all kind of shit can happen, from your hair falling out, no lie. Sex being out, just off balance, your diet. All I'm talking about now is just things that you are not letting out. You're trying to hold on to something that you probably need to put the fuck down. This is on the back end of your overall energy. That's the first thing that I see. The second thing that I see is that you're not understanding something. This is a High Priestess. Actually, the back of this talks about protection from the dark. So you may be dealing with somebody that's maybe just to your standards that you're not feeling what they're doing or how they're doing it overall. But on this side, the logic, you're trying to add logic to a situation that you can't add logic to. That's the best way I know how to say that. And it seems like there's maybe 1 or 2 particular situations where you're not letting it go. Because of that, that's major energy. Check that out. There's more major energy. You got some endings and some new beginnings coming. Some of you may be traveling. But here... I don't know if that's a dinosaur, a flying monkey, I don't know. But that's the energy that I'm picking up on. It's kind of strange and weird. Some of you may be dealing with a Taurus. Others of you may be dealing with Aquarius. Others yet still Leo. Yeah, but you got endings. That's probably going to be the bigger thing. And it's here again, I'm talking about shit on the inside. And I got right there, inner dilemma. Trying to make add logic to something that it's not working. I don't know how the fuck else to say that shit. the second and the third thing that I see. The next thing that I see, you may be dealing with a narcissistic person. Somebody that is all about me and me and me. And how about some more me? And what about me? And oh yeah, what about me, 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 me? That in turn, if I were holding it this way, for you reversal people, I'm actually reading it straight up, but it's for you, it's a reversal energy. And it's blocking you. It's blocking your vision for the future. It's blocking any luck that you may have coming because you got this thing and you're trying to hold on to it so tight that you're killing it, you're killing you, and you're killing 3 or 4 people around you. I'm just saying. That repressed emotional shit. Let's start from the beginning. Front end of your overall, the 6 of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords, there's an emotional burden going on with you. And that's causing some anxiety. These 9s and 10s are telling me you got the 9 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles again down here. Oh no, it's a 9, so the 10 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles down here. Page of Pentacles. That's newer energy, so that's a fresh start type shit right there. Queen of Wands, that action. But whoever it is that you're dealing with, or whatever it is that you're dealing with, the thing for you for the month of January with the 8 of Swords and the Ace of Rods, maintain some balance, because that's going to help you up here with whatever the emotional burden is. Getting some balance. See, that's you up there on the wall surrounded by a bunch of swords. Like, oh, poor Cap. Try to get yourself into some kind of balance. That will help alleviate that 9 of Swords energy that you're feeling. Now, let's go back to the thing that you're holding on to so tightly. In order to get some balance, what you're going to have to do. That part right there. I'm not saying let go all the way. Some of you might not be capable of doing that in this moment. But just kind of ease off a bit. There may be some good news kind of sprinkled in and out through whatever's going on with you now. I'm just looking at the other side of the card. There may be some good news coming, but it's going to put you on a different path than the one that you're on. You may be, I don't think this is you whatsoever, the uncaring part of this card. This is the back. Now, you got the eager and the passion side, but this is blocked because the emotional burden you're feeling, you're not able to be enthusiastic about what's going on. So that takes us right back to the 10 of Wands on top of the 10 of Pentacles. That back end of your overall energy, that shit that's in your good, that part right there. The repressed emotions, it's just blocking you. And there's a bunch of arguments. I don't know who you're arguing with. I don't know who the fuck you're arguing with, but y'all duking it out. What the hell? And this is causing you some emotional stress and strain. Your challenge this year is to become more spontaneous, because as it stands right now, you are lacking much in the spontaneity department. Capricorn, you are an earth sign, as am I, and sometimes that just ain't us. Sometimes we need to have a plan, we need to have a book, we need to have some fucking instructions, we need to have a YouTube video so I can watch some shit. We like structure. But in that, and I'm guilty as well, you are not the most spontaneous person. And that may have something to do with some of the people that you're involved with right now. You're becoming a bit boring. And so, what the fuck? You can't understand. You're going to have to get out of that and stop trying to control and direct everything that's going on. Underneath this, once again, talking about maybe some minor health issues, things to look out for in terms of just throughout the year. You are definitely going to be running up against people that are gossiping. You may not be on your A game this year. That mental powers and alert down here with the Page of Swords, that may be some new energy that you need to tap into, becoming more alert, more aware, if you will, of what's going on with you emotionally. A lot of you might just be plodding along and doing your thing. You know something is wrong, but you don't know how to attack the problem. Find some spontaneity. I promise you, people don't believe this. You can have money problems, but if you clean up your house, I know this sounds fucking ridiculous, don't it? You will watch your money problems start to go away. You know, you're sitting there going, how that happen? Because again, we always deal in energy. And so when you're dealing with energy, if you're a hoarder, just saying, I'm just using the example, don't hit my inbox up with the craziness, but if you are a hoarder, or if you know someone that hoards, it's not a lot of room to maneuver because y'all shit is everywhere. But when you clean up that mess, you clean up messes in every other part of your life. I'm just saying. So maybe whatever the main issue is, whether it's work, whether it's romantic, maybe you need to shift your focus off of that thing so you can have clarity. Now hold on, because I'm saying that does not mean if you put your attention on cooking versus doing a math problem, helping your kids do homework, that this is some magic pill. It is not. It is something that you have to do and you have to continue to do in order for you to, what the hell, get back in balance. That part. So I'm saying maybe you shift your focus and get it into something else, and then other areas of your life will begin to become, if you will, fog free, and you'll be able to see a bit clearer. Looking at January, once again, back to the Eight of Swords on top of the Ace of Wands, y'all, a lot of what you're going through is self-imposed, because again, you're trying to hang on to something. You're trying to stay out here in the field with the damn swords. Some of you may be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. And because this is new to you, this is what this feels like, you have just stuck yourself in timeout because you don't know what the fuck to do. The backside of this talks about painful memories and criticism. So you may be dealing with somebody that's criticizing you, and that in turn has got you in this self-isolating prison. The month of January, I would do a better job, if I were you, of resting and taking care of yourself without the worry of what's going on somewhere else. So if you take a day off work, instead of worrying about what's going on at work while you're off, take that day and think about you and get yourself back in balance. And once you get there, I'm going to say it'll probably be a good idea to stay there. Because if you flow in and out of being balanced, then you start, again, messing with shit on the inside. That's not what you want. February, with the Ten of Swords on top of the Queen, you're either dealing with a fire sign or air sign. Or some combination thereof. I don't know. February is not going to be easy. Let's just take a look at the damn picture. Pow. I know. You don't have to tell me. I know. At the end of all of this, what it is that there's some deception going on around you. Somebody is selling a big fat whopper, and you've been trying to buy into it because, again, you're trying to, keep things going and keep all the balls up in the air. But what are we talking about here? Stress. The fuck? That's swords. This is wands. Stress at every fucking level. You are going to have to, whatever you find out, some of you may already have an inkling idea as to what's going on right now, but it's not in full view. But the hidden truths and the deception is going to come out, and there you are. The best I can say is that if you try to get into some kind of balance, if you're not aware of the situation, some of you may be fully aware right now, and you may think you're on the path to redemption, if you will. Whether it's a work situation or relationship situation, because things are kind of quiet right now. You might be thinking, okay, whoo, no. Remember, this is February. We're just in January. Come out of the cave with all the damn swords and get back in balance. If you are, I can't say this enough. If you are in balance, it is far easier to deal with things that are negative than if you weren't. You see, if you're out of balance and you start dealing with some crazy negative shit, oh, hell, get ready to break loose. Yeah, you little goats. I know about y'all. Y'all are earth signs like we are. Y'all ain't playing. But there is a lesson here. There's a lesson here for you. And there's probably something that you need to take a big chunk out of and sit down and look at it from every possible angle to see where you made missteps. Because I have a feeling whatever this is, the signs have been there all along. But let me tell you. But, and I'm guilty, I've done it too. Red flags, fire alarms going off and some more shit, and I'm still going right into the fire. Painful, hurtful, yes. Say what you need to say. I'm looking at the sunflowers. You know, if you need to just, sunflowers, they're a different breed, definitely. But sometimes you just need to get your raggedy self up out there and just say what you need to say. People are probably not going to want to hear what you have to say, especially if they're the ones with the deception and the hidden truths and shit. But just be the sunflower and just be out there and say what you need to say so that you don't go through this in total, I don't know, repressed is not the word, just in total beat up mode. That part, beating up on yourself, because you're taking all of this on yourself. And I think some of you are saying, I not really, it was a shared thing. No, regardless of whatever you're saying, it feels like a lot of you are not feeling that. And so you're taking the biggest and the hardest hit from whatever this is. When we get to March, the World card and the High Priestess, what I said, you're dealing with an inner dilemma, exactly what the author wrote, requiring leaving logic. So there's some kind of situation going on where, and this is major energy on top of major energy, that you're trying to rectify. But I'm going to stress the part, rectify. And this is 21, just off the rip. This is a world card. So this is definitely about an ending. It's probably going to be a fairly big ending for you because, again, it feels like for a lot of you, this is something you thought would coast down the highway for a while, and for whatever reason, the vehicle is running out of gas. So there's going to be an ending, but as surely as you close one door, another opens. That is how life works. Once again, do your best to stay in balance. We get to April. Again, we're coming back to listening to your intuition and trusting yourself. Maybe the person that you're dealing with is not interested anymore. That could very well be a thing. So you may be dealing with somebody who just came and kicked the door down like gangbusters, but because of their own shit, that part right there, they have just lost interest. If someone's lost interest, there is no sense in trying to fight some uphill battle, especially if they're already acting out. I'll just put that there. In May, Page of Pentacles with the King of Cups on top. Talking about minor health issues. It will be okay. Let me just say that. Let me say, I'm not a doctor, and I damn sure don't play one on TV. If you're not feeling sick, then this is not for you. If you know you may have some minor health issues, or if some point later in the year you get into some minor health issues, get them checked out so you can get on top of them. That part right there. Do not get mixing water and earth here. Don't get stuck in the mud on some stupid shit just because somebody told you need to have da-da-da-da. Don't get stuck. Get on top of it and master it. The other piece to this in May is that whatever's gone on prior to, you're going to start thinking about your standards and where they are. And you may want to begin to set some higher standards so that you don't end up in the same kind of situation again. That part. Same thing about conquest, mastery. what's good for you and what's not good for you. That part right there. The 8 of Wands on top of the 9 of Pentacles. Talking about self-care once again. Living in the moment. Again, there's that thing there. Just like we got the back of the Queen up here talking about a lack of spontaneity. Here it is again. And so this may pop up in another area, a situation in your life where you're not being in the moment. The other side of this is that you may well be dealing with a narcissist. So if you think you're going to win the battle with the narcissist, let me just give you a heads up. Nope. And how about nope? And one more time. Nope. Narcissists are tricky creatures to deal with. And don't think, oh my goodness, oh shit. Wow. Don't think that you can fix somebody out of their narcissistic ways. That is something they have to do on their own. You can talk to you blue in the face. If it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. There's your 10 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups is gone. So there will be a breakup in the home for some of you, however that's resonating. It feels like those of you that have been in what I would consider, I guess, long-term relationships, not necessarily marriage, but it could be marriage. But this 5 of Cups down here is telling me there's change. Current relationship or situationship is going to bring some loss and some disappointment, and the rainbow is going to go away. And I'm sorry, because I hate to be delivering that kind of news for this year, but I'm not going to lie to you. That's what I'm not going to do. So when you get into April, May, and June, things that will go on in February will finish playing themselves out till you get just about to the beginning of the summer. July, August. Yeah, y'all are going to step off into something new. And at this point, this is the Judgment card. Back of this Judgment card, actually the front of it, talks about finding what was lost. But the side that you pulled talks about getting into a new dimension. And kind of coming out of situations and going, oh shit, I don't know I had my shit hanging out there like that. That's the energy that's there. This is August. That is sitting on top of the 8 of Swords. It's about the fear of moving on. And the fear of not being wanted. On here it says fear of retaliation. That's not the energy that I'm getting at all. But what I am getting is that there's a fear here that you aren't wanted. You aren't loved the way you want to be. And at this point, you're going to need to get into some self-esteem shit. You're going to need to sit down and figure a lot of stuff out so that when you get in and out of situations like this, it does not destroy your self-esteem every time. Summer's going to be hard internally for you. Let me just kick that. I know y'all like, this chick here, click, swipe to the left, we're gone. I'm sorry, I can only read what the cards are saying, but I'd rather you know than to just be walking through the rest of the year kind of with blinders on. So August, it will be time to move on from whatever situation that's been creating all this other drama throughout the beginning of the year. By the time you get to August, you will realize it's time to move on, and the situation that you're in is not serving you, and it'll be like the Emperor's new clothes. Like, oh damn, I really didn't have on a new robe. I had nothing on. For some of you, this is here, so I have to say it. For some of you, that may mean that you need to change up how you're attracting the situations that you're attracting. We get to September. I don't like the back of the Emperor. I just don't like it. The ass end. The back end talks about the fruit of labor. This is blocked though. So if you're expecting something, it seems like, okay, if I'm reading all of this like this in the reverse, It seems like someone promised or may have promised they were going to support you or they were going to cooperate, and this might be more in business than romance, and it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. The other person is not wanting it to happen. So they're actually going to not leave you sitting pretty, if you catch my meaning. You're going to be quite upset about whatever it is. Just know person or persons or places that you're dealing with are probably more superficial than shallow. I'll just say that. And they put up a good front, but when it comes to rubber meeting the road, not so much. October, November, December. October, King of Swords on top of the Knight of Swords. Yeah. You're going to get some hard news. You're going to get some hard news you're not going to want to hear. This could be, with this Knight of Swords, that you don't want somebody to go away. That's the best way I know how to say that. Put that energy in words. It's like you don't want them, but they're already on their horse. And they're rather severe. Could be, like I said, an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, that you're dealing with. But it's going to be rather severe, the way they cut you off. And I hate to say that, but you see that big ass sword. They let them go, Capricorn. If it's all of this, let them go. Because you trying to, talk or work your way through some shit the way that I know Capricorns like to do. My ex is a Capricorn. When you're dealing with people that are dealing with their own stuff, and they really, because they're dealing with their own stuff, they really can't focus on you or deal with you. And again, the ugly side of that is narcissism. They can get pretty cold and frosty. So beware of that. Again, if you are in some kind of balance, this will have less effect on you, but the word severity is on the side. And that's what it feels like. Somebody just putting the hammer down and you trying to get them off the horse. More swords. So I gotta believe this is what it is. Once again, the Knight of Swords also talks about speaking your truth. When we get to November, the cycle of completion, the Wheel of Fortune, you will be out of this cycle. Again, you're still dealing with somebody that's obnoxious and being difficult. And it feels like for some of you, whoever this is, whatever level of something this is, relationship or partnership or project, they don't want to play ball anymore. And they've invested some time and some money and some effort into the situation, but they are, for whatever reason, whatever's going on, they just ain't feeling it. So hence the Wheel of Fortune, that will complete that cycle. At the end of this, talking about codependency with the Empress. I'm just trying to get the Lover's card. I can't articulate it any better than I wrote it a year ago. Letting go of illusions. The end of the year, that's where you're going to be. You're going to see some things that maybe have been going on for the past year or two. You're going to see them in their natural light. And you're going to realize, oh shit. Wow, how the hell, what the hell? Just so you know, on the top of the deck is anxiety. At the bottom is the Hangman. So you're gonna have to change your perspective on people, places, and things this year. Just be ready for that. Let's see what the granny cards got to say today. I'm sorry, Cap. I hate delivering bad fucking news for the whole fucking year. I really do. But fuck. I guess everybody has the term. Watch your back. Watch your back. Let me come back to that. It feels like the very thing that you're trying to hold on to is going to cut you. That's what I know how to put that. It's going to cut you. There's some third party energy here. So if this is resonating with you on a relationship front, Cap, There's some third party energy going on. And so if this is what you already feel like is happening, let me just confirm that's what the hell's happening. And next month will be the tipping point for you. Because this person is just, they're not being honest with you. And the reason they're not being honest with you is that they don't care anymore. They just simply don't give a fuck. 0 fucks given. You may be inclined to be here with this maybe one more chance. I would think long and hard before opening the door back up, because I guarantee if you do, it's going to be a merry-go-round forever. It's going to be the same thing. Be clear when speaking. You may not be articulating your ideas correctly. You know what? I'm going to use the old Oracle cards, damn it. It's because I feel like it and I want to. See what these have to say. Teaching and learning. So you may be in a situation where you're teaching and learning. You're teaching other people and you're learning as you're going along. Firm foundation. Once again, people cutting you. It just looks, just right here, looks like an open wound. You are your own firm foundation, Cap. If you are looking for if you're looking to find this in someone else, it's not going to happen. New beginnings. That's what the year is going to be about, I think. For most of you, you're going to have to let go of what's going on right now and just be open to whatever's new coming to you. Just bear that in mind. Cap, I love you. I hope you guys have a good start to the first of the year, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.